You guess there's no delaying this guy's introduction anymore, as long as we're in the neighborhood. Enter name. Your name is Equius Zahak. You love being strong. You are so strong you would surely be the class of the elite legion of ruffian annihilators, and while such a calling would be quite honorable, you would prefer to join the ranks of the Arch Eradicators, perhaps the most noble echelon the Imperial forces have to offer. Unfortunately, you suck at archery. You have not successfully fired a single arrow. Every time you try, you break the bow. You are simply too strong. You have broken so many bows, it has developed into a habit bordering on fetishistic. You have to stop, but addiction is a powerful thing. You have a great appreciation for the fine arts. You use your aristocratic connections to acquire priceless masterpieces, painted in the oldest and most respected Alternian tradition of nude muscle beast portraits. These striking depictions of the exquisite fauna native to Alternia remind you of the purest physical ideal that must be sought by anyone who professes a love of strength. When those of lesser bloodlines turn up their uncultured noses at such stunning material, it makes you furious. Practically everything makes you furious. You have so much rage. It can only be expressed through staggering quantities of physical violence. You build strong and sturdy robots, set them to kill mode, and beat the shit out of them in caged brawls. Sometimes you lose teeth, but they usually grow back. Your troll tag is Centaur's Testicle, and with your bow and arrow ever at the ready, you take exception to lewd language unbefitting of blue bloods. What will you do?
He's a furry.
Yes. Equius, check on Lucis. Now where did that craven excuse for a custodian go? It makes you furious when he goes missing like this. Probably off somewhere nursing his bruises. You swear the old boy's made of glass. You're starting to get agitated. Arthur, where are you? Oh, there he is. He was just preparing an ice-cold glass of nutritious Lucis milk for you, with a thick foamy head on it, just the way you like it. You cannot hope to meet Arthur and a butler off. He is simply the best there is. Equius, thank Arthur. You accept the frosty beverage and give the good fellow a grateful pat, as gently as possible. Seriously, he's like a soft summer peach.
Poor Arthur. Poor Arthur.
Equius, drink Lucis milk. Lucis milk is the secret to being strong. Actually, it isn't. You like to think that, though. The truth is, you're really strong because you're kind of a freak. You were chosen by one of the strongest Lucis species on the planet. It was the only sort of custodian that could handle raising you. Oops, there goes the glass, as usual. And as usual, it sends you into a rage. The spilled milk quickly evaporates. Gotta do something to calm yourself down. Let up some steam. Equius, equip a bow. You mean equip.
The puns.
A little archery practice ought to cool you off, but of course the piece of shit snaps like a twig the moment you pick it up. Actually, the feel of the brittle wood giving way under the astonishing might of your man-grid is starting to calm you down already. You equip it to your one-half bow-kind specibus, which is pretty much useless. You also keep a plain old bow-kind specibus in the event that you are able to fire an arrow someday, because a boy can dream, right? But for more practical purposes, you keep a fist-kind card on hand. You stow them all in your Strife portfolio. Remember the Strife portfolio? It still exists. It didn't stop existing or anything. Equius, answer.
He gets a Strife portfolio. Everyone else gets stuck with their first thing.
You proceed to have a conversation we read not all that long ago. It went mostly like this. I don't think we have to read all this again. But when all was said and done, you were quite sure you convinced your good friend to stay on the right team. Not the team full of degenerates with swill coursing through their veins. You're starting to get worked up again. Routine helps calm you down. Maybe you'll talk to another friend. You talk to him every day for some reason, though it's not exactly right to call him a friend since you despise him. Your relationship with the fellow is difficult to describe. It should be noted that in troll language, the word for friend is exactly the same as the word for enemy. Equius, talk to friend/enemy. Have I ever told you what a reprehensible disgrace you are?
Caden, you're muted.
Oh boy. Fuck yeah, only every motherfucking day, bro.
I'm not in a very good mood. There are a few things I'd like to get off my chest.
Motherfucking spill it. Don't be all keeping that shit bottled up like a fucking all shaked up bottle of Faygo. Fuck, dog, I'm thirsty. I'm down to my last bottle and I don't fucking know if I can get any more in this motherfucking magic land, so I don't know.
What you do appear to know is exactly how to maximize my livid contempt for you. With your revolting language and your sense of decorum, at such breathtaking odds with the richness and perfection of your blood. I just hate you so much.
That's cool. I can't all be making not everybody happy all the time. If we ever meet, I could bake you a fucking pie and we could chill and maybe we'd be better bros that way.
And the degrees to which you pollute your precious blood with your bottled fizzy sugar and soporific toxins. Maddening. You will stop.
Whoa, I will? How do you know that?
No, you don't understand. It's not a prediction. It's an order. I command you to stop.
Oh, alright, brother, you motherfucking got it.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta show some faith in your friends, because they're all the ones who are being to look out for you. So fuck if you say I'm not doing that shit right, then what the motherfuck do I know?
No, this is unacceptable. Okay, let's start over. I apologize. I was completely out of line, and I'm sorry. I have no right to talk to you like that, or tell you what you can't do.
No worries.
It's not my place. Your habits notwithstanding, I am lesser than you, and inferior.
Okay.
Don't you understand that you're better than me? Can you please act like it? That's not a command. It's just a polite request, I guess.
Okay, I can try, but man, I don't know if I know how to be like a better motherfucker than any other motherfucker.
Look, it isn't that difficult. Try to be cognizant of your desires and needs, and attempt to regard those around you as simple vehicles meant to bring about your gratification.
Wow, what?
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right?
oh, oh this is
This
uncomfortable.
yeah.
Though this guy's not making me like him anymore.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hating him more by the second.
Equus is a character.
What are you doing? Right now, it sounds as if you have begun playing with the red team. Is this true?
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm all up in the fucking shit of this wicked mystical motherfucker. I bonked an imp on the head with a club, and then a little later, I scared one with a horn.
Good. This is very good. It really pleases me to hear tales of physical subjugation. I presume these were lesser beings toiling in the lower ranks of some hierarchy.
Well, yeah, they're underlings. And there's some subjugation involved, a fucking sure. But now we kind of settled down, and me and the imps are sharing some pie. These motherfuckers are pretty dope, actually. I like them.
Okay, it pleases me considerably less to hear things like that, but I've already stated I have no right to be disappointed by your conduct, so I will try to control myself.
Oh shit, bro. Oh shit, bro. I don't want to be all like that to dipshit you. What can I do to make a brother fucking shape his shit up? If I could make you smile, it'd be the best fucking miracle I ever did part of. Honk, honk, honk.
Oh god.
That's-
Would it be too much to ask for you to maybe boss me around a little?
you mean like role playing?
If it would help to couch it in those terms, then yeah, I guess so, but not the especially juvenile kind. Let's keep it serious and professional.
I'll try, but I'm not much fucking really good at it, I think.
Just say anything, as long as it's authoritative.
Okay, hey you, don't go near the motherfucking ocean, because I all told you not to bunch of times. Shit is straight up dangerous, and I'm getting my harsh on about it.
Decent. I don't live near the ocean, though, so it's hard to immerse myself in this scenario.
Alright, well, what aren't you all not supposed to do? What kind of mischief do you get up your bad fucking self up to?
God, I hate this conversation so much.
Uh-huh.
This is pretty terrible, not gonna lie.
Equus is down bad.
I can tell!
Yeah.
I do so many bad things. Just awful things. I'm incredibly impudent, and a superior needs to put me in my place.
Okay, well, don't be doing all those bad fucking things, bro.
Yes. Yes, that's good. Like that.
Where were I? Cut that shit out, or I'm all meaning this.
Excellent. Now tell me this, High Blood. I've been roughhousing a little too hard lately. I've made a bit of a mess, and anyone in a position of authority would surely be cross about it.
Cross?
Cross.
Oh. What do you... Okay, wait a second. I'm just gonna go in for a second there.
Oh good, we're almost done. What do you make of it, this wretched misbehavior?
Fuck, man, I'm so motherfucking salty about all this business he said. Fuck, I'm like all moving my mouth and the wicked noise is coming out in the frontiest way possible.
That is what that says.
Okay, I was like, wait, that's okay. And it's going all your direction because that's the direction to fucking be angry at.
Yes, so good. I am presently whipped into a state of contrition, one befitting of our class disparity. But I'm starting to perspire again, so it's best that we stop. Thank you for indulging me.
No problem, bro. It's cool we could all up and motherfucking open up a little bit with each other. Like bros. If there's stuff you want to get off your chest, dude, like I said, I'm fucking here for you, motherfucker. Kind of like a miracle, how it's always there. It never goes away, you know.
No, but I comprehend the sentiment. I have lots of thoughts, but they're difficult to communicate, if you'll listen.
Sure.
Honestly, I'm confused by the social order.
Man, me too. I don't know what color is what, so I don't bother with thinking of that motherfucker.
See, that's what I mean. How is it possible for one of your distinction to be so ignorant and loathsome, whereas a member of the most abject, verminous bloodline of all can conduct herself with such grace and possess nothing but admirable mannerisms? I find these striking juxtapositions perplexing, and I confess strangely intoxicating. I wonder if I have gone mad to form such a pact with her.
Wow, I got no fucking clue what you're talking about. Who is she?
I shouldn't be talking about this. You're the enemy. That
Sorry,
was-
we had to end the conversation. I'm sweating a little too much, guys.
Ugh.
That was horrible. Vriska,
That was that was terrible.
God.
be in cahoots with Equius. Cahoots!
Give me a second here.
Again, go higher, not as gruff. That way you don't kill your throat.
Yeah. Oh, but that was the fun part. Equius!
What?
Hey, I'm about to meddle with so many losers right now.
How many?
So many, all the losers, all of them.
Good. Use your cunning and venom to make them envy our nobility.
Oh man, was that sarcasm? That sounded like sarcasm.
No. Humorous insincerity is for pedantic wigglers.
Heh, I know you've never made jokes. I was the one being sarcastic, you stooge. I was being sarcastic about you being sarcastic. Duh.
That's because you're a little worse than me.
The fuck I am. Anyway, hey, did you finish Aradia's present? Yeah, I'm about to fuss with her, and I want to know if I can keep my promise or if you're gonna make a liar out of me.
It's finished. I'll deliver it shortly.
Great, thanks, buddy. I'll be waiting here for you.
I'm happy to help, but I don't understand why you're intent on gratifying that worthless peasant.
Because I promised I wouldn't. It's none of your damn business, man. Quit your praying. Anyways, fidgeting and poking with your prying.
Fine. Then let's proceed with the plan in a curt and professional manner.
Agreed. So just to review, we let Aradia perpetrate her cute little ploy on Solix and usurp his power.
Yes.
Isn't it funny when these chums try to get all tactical and underhanded? It's really adorable.
I guess it is pretty quaint.
Anyway, she makes her little
It's a B.
power grab, and that's when we both step in and usurp her as co-leaders, right?
That's the plan.
Okay, good. Then the best team will be led by the two highest bloods the way it should be. Or at least the highest bloods who aren't shitty clown worshippers or underwater freaks. Sound good?
Yes, we are in absolute agreement.
Yes.
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 Yes!
Stop.
Great. What a great team we are. Hey, you wouldn't be planning anything sneaky, would you?
No, don't be absurd. Are you?
What? How could you suggest such a thing? Man, so insulting.
Okay.
Perfect. We have the perfect plan, and no one is plotting any sort of double crossing or backstabbery or anything like that.
There are no double crossings up my sleeve. Also, I don't have sleeves. I am as transparent as can be, and my word is my bond.
I know. Don't worry, dude. I trust you completely.
You know, I can feel you trying to read my mind.
Bullshit. Probably just another one of your daily rage aneurysms. Why don't you cool your jets and have a glass of gross muscle beast milk?
Get out of my head. It's making me angry. Try to remember who built your arm for you.
Oh, God. Don't you dare.
Robo slap!
Hey, wake up!
Equius, go check on Aradia's present. You delve deeper into your hive, where you store many of your robotic projects. The lair doubles as the caged arena where you battle them. Under the tarp is the completed gift. You, of course, have no intention of delivering this to your neighbor as promised. She naturally will double-cross your accomplice, just as you assume she has plans to double-cross you. You assume she is assuming the same of you, business as usual for Blue Bloods. You will deliver it to Aradia yourself to gain her favor, and then double-cross her and take your rightful position as team leader. How ironic that someone of your blood purity must work to win the favor of the lowest sort of peasant. Humiliating. Strangely titillating, even. But in the end, class order will be restored. Equius, remove tarp. You reveal her sparkling new chassis. You have paid a great deal of attention to quality and detail in this model. She is perfect. You don't know what to make of the feelings she stirs. For one like you to entertain thoughts of attraction for such genetic filth would be utter depravity. Exquisite, delectable depravity.
Okay, this is...
Title of the episode, This Man is the Worst.
This guy, I hate him! Why, Aradia, it appears the red glass of your eye has caught the pink and green glint of the moons in their perishes. The sweet poetry almost makes a man forget how the grime that once filled your veins made his stomach turn. It is a good omen for illicit lovers. Could you imagine the scandal if anyone found out? No one must ever know. But worry not, your heart will pump no more of that despicable red sludge. You've been given a new heart. You can be taught the ways of the class you were always meant for. No one is beyond redemption. Be grateful, dear Aradia. For the first time in your meaningless life, you have met a man with true compassion.
A man with true compassion.
Yeah, you know.
He has no redeeming qualities.
Seriously. I mean, he has one redeeming quality, and that is that he made Vriska punch herself.
Yeah.
There's one.
True.
And just what do you think you're looking at? Keep your cold mechanical judgment to yourself, as if your own record is so spotless. Don't forget who made you. Oh, what's that? My, that is a smart mouth you have. That was the last straw. An example must be made of this insubordination.
Example.
Sample made.
Robo-splode.
Okay.
Right above the Doomsday Machine. Great.
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Right above the Doomsday Machine.
The tentative Doomsday Dice Cascader is unfortuitously activated.
What?
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 Oh, is this? I think this is part of Problem Sleuth? Question mark?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
That was the Midnight Crew there, though.
that's Problem Sleuth.
Okay.
The lousy thing breaks. You seriously cannot believe how unbelievably shitty this Doomsday device is.
Oh,
No, the Lucis!
No. Oh.
There goes another one.
Arthur!
No. Okay, that's legitimately sad. He deserved better.
Arthur.
You deserved better than Equius.
Moments
Yeah.
earlier, Vriska, meddle with Terezi.
Oh God. How's this place supposed to be? Is this a snotty?
No, I'm Terezi. What?
No, give me a second.
Vriska is still Vriska.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know why I was thinking I had another character to play as well.
Not.
It looks like
her.
tonight. Not yet. It looks like tonight we'll have to break our truce, or at least suspend it. I hope you don't mind.
How do you figure that?
Because tonight we will play a game together for the first time in, I don't know, forever?
The truce wasn't about not playing games together, dummy. It was about not stabbing each other in the back anymore, and stopping the endless cycle of revenge. And above all, not using your powers to hurt people who don't deserve it.
Man, you like to give me such a hard time about all that. I can't catch a break. Can't you see I'm trying to put all it behind me and make amends with everybody? No, of course you can't see that. What am I saying?
It's hard to believe you with all the lying you've done. Your blueberry bubblegum words still smell pretty good, but your deceit stinks.
I'll prove it to you. I'll give Ari a present that will make her feel all better finally. Then I'll be in the clear. Phew, totally redeemed. You'll see. I mean, smell.
I don't know why you're bothering trying to help her. She won't care. Whatever it was you did to her, I think you broke her brain. It's so terrible.
Man, why can't you cut me some slack for once? It's not like I even did anything that bad to you. I lost. Is that 7 eyes?
Yeah, that in fact says 7. That's just written normally.
Well, I'm looking at a smaller screen than normal, so. I lost 7 eyes, but you only lost 2. I would say you came out ahead in the bargain.
I know. And actually, I never really got the chance to thank you.
Your sarcasm really stings when here I am just trying to be nice. Okay, I guess I deserve it.
I'm serious, though, but I don't expect you to get that.
Fine, be that way. But you shouldn't sit there and pretend we're so different. Remember Team Scourge? How conveniently all of it must be to have forgotten you were so nasty? Oh man, if you crossed Resi Pyrope, you were fucked.
Yeah, if you were a bad guy, we were supposed to be like a vigilante duo dispensing justice, and you could take the bad guys home and feed them to your stupid spider. But instead, you just fed her everybody, and lied and lied and lied.
Yeah, those were the days. I mean, days full of mistake and regret. But it was still a lot of fun, watching you dismantle huge teams of flarpers with nothing but politics and head games. Without even using any special powers. Wow.
Meh.
Come on, what do I have to do here?
I don't know.
Well, if you want to know what I think, you should start changing your tune. Because even though you got all these high-valuating morals and fancy reservations, you know as well as me that a killer is a killer is a killer. There ain't no changing your ways for good, and one day you're going to flail that silly little cane of yours and not find nothing to bump into and fall face first into that shit again. You're going to do something terrible to someone and wish you could take it back, but you can't. And then you'll work hard to win back their trust, and you'll try and try and try.
And that is still try.
And you'll see how hard it is. You'll see.
What is the like, is there an, I guess, callback? Is that the word? This is foreshadowing in their timeline, not in ours. I doubt it.
You'll see. I'm whispering that, and this is echoing and ominous. You'll see. You'll see.
Oh, will you can it, Sircat? Arachnid's grip ceased trolling Galwa's calibrator. Arachnid's grip began trolling Galwa's calibrator.
Whoa, what was that?
What was what?
There's a loud noise outside my hive. Sounded like an explosion.
Wow, really?
And then another one. And now something that sounds like an avalanche?
Well, if I had to guess, I would say it was probably 2 explosions and then an avalanche.
That dumbass is probably punching robots again. I'll go outside and look.
Okay, try not to get burned or crushed to death or anything. That would be awful.
You got it. Oh god, don't do it. Don't look outside.
And much earlier than that.
Don't do it.
How is he? Aradia.
God damn it. Okay.
It's a lot of you talking.
He can't walk though. Probably never will.
Maybe he could be fixed with robo-prosthetics. If you didn't mind getting help from,
No. Neither he or I should have ever had anything to do with those hateful snobs. It was a big mistake, no offense.
That's okay. I'm a little too teal for their tastes anyway.
I don't see why they lift a finger to help him. They hate us both so much. I'm so mad.
I hope you're not thinking of doing anything in retaliation. It'll end badly. You should let me handle it.
I'm not scared of her. She can't control me. She tried. It doesn't work.
I know, but trust me, if you piss her off, she'll find a way to get you. This is really tricky. Just let me deal with it.
But it was all my fault. I was distracted when I could have helped this.
I was too. We were both distracted by the same thing.
Yeah. Who was he anyway?
Pretty sure it was Vriska's friend.
What was he doing there? Watching us.
Who knows? He's not really her friend, though. You should see how he talks about her behind her back. She has no idea how bad he's playing her. But then, I don't think he knows how bad she's playing him either. See, it's complicated. You really need to stay out of it and let me deal with this.
I guess so. I feel powerless sitting here doing nothing, though. It's like she wins, even if you get her back.
Don't think of it that way. I know how to stop her. Trust me.
I guess our gaming days are over then. Us four, at least.
Yep, I'm pretty much done with her. It's probably best you listen to the advice of your friend, and yet the voices are as lucid as ever. They urge you to make her pay. Aradia, make her pay. It's a shame it had to come to this. You don't like summoning the spirits of the dead to settle scores, but if she had to face her victims again, maybe she'd finally learn to feel remorse.
My dad just walked over. You over here dropping F-bombs like a sailor?
Oh god. Vriska, answer white text guy. Well?
Well, what? I'm surrounded by ghosts and kind of freaking out about it.
I know. I'm asking what you intend to do about it.
I don't know. I guess I will just curl into a little ball and cry and hope they go away. Is that what you want to hear, you sick fuck?
Aren't you going to kill her?
Who?
Your friend. The one who summoned the spirits.
Will that make them go away?
Does it matter? She brought them here to torment you. This obviously warrants revenge. You know you're going to anyway. You won't be able to help yourself.
I don't have to do shit. Maybe I don't mind ghosts. Maybe they'll be great company once I get used to them.
No, they are terrifying you. There's only one thing to do.
Okay, so why don't you kill her? Be my guest. Wow, thanks for offering. What a pal.
That's not how I work.
Oh, really? Well, you seemed pretty exciting about killing Tavros too. It even helped, so I guess that is how you work after all.
Not really. All I did was stand somewhere for a few minutes. I just gave you an opportunity to do something you wanted to do anyway. You hated him, remember?
I know I did. I still do, I guess. I don't know. But I was never gonna kill these people. They were like limits, I guess. These games were just supposed to be fun and serve no other purpose.
They were serving a very important purpose.
Yeah, okay. You getting off on taking a girl into killing her buddy? Sure, it's important. Loser.
Again, I didn't talk you into anything, nor am I doing so now. You were and are going to do this regardless. I only ever place myself into positions of tangential involvement with events that will bring out my employer's entry into this universe. I oversee the events as they take place, and ever so slightly nudge them into motion when necessary.
I'm beginning to think you really believe that. So delusional. You're just a pathetic, lonely gamer who buys into his own character profile bullshit.
The omniscient have no need for beliefs and no room for delusion.
You're the dumbest omniscient person I've ever met. Sure, you know a lot, but I know for a fact there's stuff you don't know.
That's true, but the gaps in my knowledge exist by design. They are the pillars of shadow on which my comprehensive vision is built. Necessary pockets of void meant to effectuate outcomes I've foreseen and which will require my influence. Each dark pocket in time will be filled, but I wonder why I waste this nuance on you.
Because you need to add more blatant lies to patch up all the holes in your sad cover story.
I don't lie. Deception is only necessary for those like you to achieve their objectives. I play with my cards face up. Isn't it funny how during our various matches I can tell you what my moves will be in advance and still win?
Yeah, but I'm getting closer to beating you. You'll see.
Look at that. That short amount of time I have reserved for arguing with a child has expired. I will go. But maybe you're right. Maybe you are a person with free will and you won't kill your friend. What do I know? Enjoy your haunting. Vriska, make her pay. Of course he's right. Not much point in living with all these moaning spooks just to spite some guy you don't give a shit about. But how to go about it? Can't control her. It can be difficult to manipulate the mind of the psychically gifted. Let's see, who else is there? Terezi? Forget about it. What about that guy? Nah. Her? Nope. Not him either. How about this guy? Unfortunately, you can only control him about half the time. Then again, that should be all that you need. Oh god.
RDO. What? Nice trick with the Gus and all. Man, you got me pretty good. I'd rather not talk to you. Fair enough. Just wanted to say I'm sorry, that's all. I'm not the one you should apologize to. Yeah, I know. I'll make it up to him someday. Don't worry. Anyway, hey, guess what? I've got a message for you from your boyfriend. He's outside your hive right now. Not falling for it. Take a look. I don't see anything out there. Well, okay. I'm just the messenger. If you want to risk missing him, then suit yourself. Later.
It must be a trick. He surely would have told you if he was making the trip all the way out here from his hive stem. Solix?
Bleh?
Arrivederci.
Okay. Arrivederci. Is that a...
That's her last name, Megiddo.
Okay, Arrivederci, Megiddo.
Here comes Dylan with the exact pronunciation.
Be the white text guy. You try to be the white text guy, but fail to be the white text guy. No one can be the white text guy except for the white text guy. The white text guy is known as Doc Scratch. He is an officer of an indestructible demon known as Lord English. His job is to pave the way for the arrival of his master, who will be summoned upon the termination of the universe. He has worked at this task for many centuries and will continue to do so until the Great Undoing. Scratch is Alternia's first guardian. Every planet destined for intelligent life has such an entity meant to protect it and facilitate the planet's ultimate purpose. A first guardian is typically almost as old as the planet itself, and each has a unique circuitous origin through the knots of paradox space. They can be born into a great diversity of forms, though they all share a common, especially potent genetic sequence. The code grants them near omnipotence, and when merged with a host of great intelligence, near omniscience as well. What will he do? It's up to him. All we can do is stand here and watch. What's he up to now? Hard to say since we're not telling him what to do. Guardians can never be told what to do. Neither the omnipotent kind nor the ordinary kind who raise kids in houses. It's a universal law of reality. Looks like he's pondering over his next move in a game he is playing with some wicked troll girl down on the planet. Usually these matches are no contest, but she's been getting closer to beating him lately, and he has no idea how this is possible. Uncertainty, though rare, is quite a troubling sensation for the omniscient. What's this? It appears someone is contacting him. More bothersome uncertainty. How is it this youngster is able to relay an unsolicited message? He doesn't even have an account name. Hey, white text guy, I have a tip for you. How were you able to contact me? Never mind, I figured it out instantly. Really? Yes, through my limitless intellect. Occasionally I discover there are things I have not always known. It gives me the opportunity to make deductions, which are practically always flawless. It's gratifying. Okay, that's neat, I guess. You asked your clever friend with the colorful spectacles to trace the source of my messages. He then established a relay for your messages to reach the source through some sort of computational proxy. I gather he has recovered from his implementation as a weapon in the sabotage of your mutual friend, whom you both believe to be dead. Oh my god, white text guy, shut up! I'm trying to give you a message here. I have a name. It is not white text guy. Oh, what is it? I'm not going to tell you my name, but if you wish, you may refer to me as Mr. Vanilla Milkshake. You are so weird. Why would I do that? It is perfectly in keeping with a habit which you will develop in the future. I doubt it. Why? Sounds kind of silly and frivolous. Why do you keep derailing me? You're right, Solix is working with me and we have important business for you to consider. Wait, you said we believe our friend is dead. Is she not? Yes, I said you believe she is dead, and soon you will believe she is not. Both statements are true, and yet each exhibits a trace of falsehood. Wow, why did I bother asking? No wonder she snapped. She's got to deal with all your stupid riddles all the time. Anyway, can you just help me get revenge so we can call it a night? Why would I involve myself in your paltry feud beyond the extent I already have? I believe the need to exact such influence has come to an end. Because you'll want to when you hear what I have to say. I doubt it. Haven't you wondered how she can come close to beating you in games lately? Honestly, I'm surprised you haven't deduced it yet with your shiny white super brain. It's disturbing, but sometimes that is the nature of these hollows in my perception. It feels a bit like dark water, sloshing about the cavity in my head. What do you know of this? She's cheating! She always cheats if she can find a way. Lately, she's used the same advantage she uses against me when we play games, but she told me about it. She tells me lots of stuff like that, probably to rub it in my face, but she'd never risk telling you. What advantage is this? Hold on. I have to talk to your partner in crime for a second. I thought you were hers. Terezi, orchestrate demise of the wicked. She went too far this time and she knows it. She's got to pay. Justice is long overdue. The only sad part is how easy it's going to be. It will take no skilled manipulator to orchestrate her downfall. She's a waste of your talents. Terezi, contact partner in crime. Hey, Vriska, anything to say?
No. About what?
About killing her? After you said you wouldn't?
Oh, that? I thought we were done talking about it. We concluded I messed up and I'm completely horrible in every way. I can only feel so awful, here I'm banging my head against the desk now. Bang, bang, bang. Are you happy?
Not really.
Ugh, what do you want from me?
I'm not sure. I guess I'm looking for some reason to change my mind. I don't know what you can say that'll do. I don't know what you can say that'll do it. I sort of hope there's something, though.
You should lighten up a bit. Maybe even congratulate me. Wow, great job, Vriska, single-handedly taking out team charge like that. No more competition from those low-class clowns.
Nah, that wasn't it.
Okay, well, change your mind about it. What? What are you going to do, Pyro?
I was probably just gonna kill you.
You mean from your tree? With all your amazing powers? Tell me what sort of powers do tree girls have, swinging from vines and stuff.
My tree doesn't have vines. Sometimes I let other people swing from ropes, though. Yeah, anyway, you'll be dead in a couple minutes.
Yeah, right. Complete and total muscle beach shit.
If you don't believe me, why don't you consult with your little advantage? It seems to have all the answers.
I don't know. I don't need to do that to know you're bluffing.
Yeah, but you know you're gonna anyway. Addiction is a powerful thing. See ya! Vriska, consult little advantage. She can't be serious. What could possibly lead to your demise in a matter of minutes? What could it possibly be? Holy shit, it's the magic cue ball! You consult with your magic
The
cue
universe
ball.
is a frog.
An extremely rare treasure you recently plundered from an ancient crypt, and one of many rumored to be hidden across the globe. Each at one time belonged to the strange and powerful man fabled to live on the Green Moon, but have since managed to escape his vision. It is said to make predictions with alarming precision and specificity. Unfortunately, it lacks a portal on its surface that allows you to view the prediction. So who could say for sure whether its predictions were accurate? It would require someone with X-ray vision. Or, just maybe, someone with a vision 8-fold. You channel your powerful eyesight through your customized lens and whisper to the faithful little oracle. Should you be worried about Terezi's threat? Terezi, inform Mr. Vanilla Milkshake about his missing orb. She has what? Okay, little ball, fine. If you're so smart, then answer this. How is it going to happen? How?
Oh, there goes an eye.
And the arm.
An arm.
In the aftermath of more recent misfortune, one retrieves his dead custodian from the rubble below. Another finds hers, struggling to survive. You guess you've got to put her down. The question is, do you have the luck to get it done? Would a sufficient roll even qualify as good luck in this case? You don't know. Vriska, roll. Maybe the dead girl's onto something. Maybe the only way to beat your bad luck is by not caring about the outcome. 7 of the Florida Octet land, narrowing the field down from the full 8 to the 8th. One tumbles through the air. It will decide among the 8 remaining techniques. Au revoir, Spider Mom. Your mercy killing triggers another avalanche. More rotten luck. Vriska, what's her deal? Yeah.
What's your deal? What do you mean? Why did you just zap Equius into the game? His hive disappeared. Are you not happy about that? Hell no. I was supposed to get your surprise present from him. That he was keeping for me. But only temporarily. And then you were just gonna jump in the game together. As co-leaders, remember? You were about to be killed by his hive. Proceeding with that plan wouldn't have made sense. We certainly don't need 2 dead players. But, you know this is gonna happen. You were planning it all along. You were planning all this. I know a schemer when I see one. Yes, it was the plan. It had to go this way. No, it had to go the way we said it would. I was going to give you the present I convinced him to make for me. It wouldn't have gone. It wouldn't have gone mad. Right?
Made.
Mad.
It's just
Made.
made.
If not for me. And then you could have a body again and everything would be fine. Then we could go back to being friends again. Were we ever really friends? Yes! I don't know. I felt like we were, even if you didn't think so. I guess I'm not very good at attracting like a friend or saying stuff like, hey friend, you're my friend. It doesn't really occur to me. If we were, why would you play with me if we didn't think I was your friend? I don't remember. It doesn't matter. Barf. More like this pathetic baloney. Why don't you out the ghost girl act already? I get it. You're dead and spooky. Ribbit. Okay. Haha, pretty old. Sorry. That's cool. You can ribbit if you want, if in a weird way it also makes you sound normal. So what now? I guess you and Equius co-lead since he managed to assert me. That cunning bastard. I guess I follow you into the game instead. Fine by me. I'll follow you guys. Just give me my order, boss. No, you're not on the blue team. Oh, what the fuck? You were never going to be. I get it. I finally see now. This is your revenge. You finally did it, Megado. You got me good. Well played. It's not revenge. You were always supposed to be on the red team. You'll believe me later, when you wake up. What a load of shit. You've been plotting your revenge since day one, and I fell for it like a sucker. Can't say I blame you. I never thought about revenge at all. But I killed you. I don't care. Ah! You're so infuriating. Why can't you just hate me? It would be a lot easier that way. Or at least feel bothered or annoyed or something. Maybe I should just rip my heart out of my chest and pound it to a bloody pulp here on my desk with a spur strong robot arm. What did they spur?
Spurb.
Pound, pound. Okay. Pound, 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 pound. Look at that. All right, nasty blue blood all over me. Why not? Might as well open the floodgates.
Paint.
Paint my whole hive with this oh so enviable cerulean swill. Because surely it's up to me to feel emotions for the both of us, you miserable soulless witch. I hate you. Hate, 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 hate. I only regret killing you because I made you so boring. Sorry. I don't want to be on the red team. It's full of jerks who just think I'm a big jerk. They need you, though. And it's where you need to be. Carcat will be in touch with you soon. Oh, God, I can't wait for that conversation. Also, if it's any consolation, the teams are meeting us anyway. What? Why would that be consolation? It's more vague, spooky nonsense. Fuck you for me trying to help you. Fuck the blue team. Fuck your conniving. Fuck Equius. Double dealing and stupid muscle beast you rode in on, and fuck you for solving my life. Or saving. Fuck you!
And soon, in a place known as the Land of Caves and Silence. Aradia, here's the deal. Now that the game has begun, the plan will be modified slightly. We will not be co-leaders of the blue team. I alone will be the leader. Is that understood?
That's fine.
Good. Wait, you have no objection? Are you sure?
No, I'm okay with it.
Do you typically embrace such a passive attitude when your superiors give you orders?
I don't usually receive orders from superiors or otherwise, but really, it's fine. What?
I think I should get a towel. I'm perspiring heavily again.
Why? What's wrong?
Never mind. I'm trying to stay professional about this.
About what? What are you talking about?
Forget it. It's just pleasant to consort with one of lesser breeding who clearly understands her place.
I understood for some time that this will be my role, to function as your server player, and that you would be the team leader as the first in the chain.
Perfect. Then we are on the same page. I look forward to seeing how well you serve me, server player.
That's not quite the meaning of the word server.
What do you mean?
As your server, I'm going to manipulate your environment to help you advance.
I don't understand. Are you saying that you are in a position of control over me?
I suppose so.
Oh.
What?
Oh my god. This is impropriety of a caliber I cannot even... You are as low on the hemo spectrum as possible. To consider that someone so low could be in a position of authority over me, it's just so disgusting.
You really are quite a snob.
No, it's filthy. I need some air, or some cold milk, or a towel. I need a towel. Where the fuck are all my fresh towels? I mean, fiddlesticks, please, pardon my language. It won't happen again.
You look really agitated. Are you sure you're alright?
I'm fine. I'll be fine. I just need to breathe, and to break something, possibly.
Break something?
Yes, it helps me relax.
Oh, I think I understand.
Do you?
I like breaking things. I didn't used to, but now I do. It's fun. Hello? Are you sure you're okay?
Yes.
You really do look like you're sweating pretty hard.
I just need a blasted towel. Wherever did that Arthur get off to?
Maybe you should break something to try to calm down.
Perhaps.
Do you want me to break something?
Whoa, what?
I could break something if you want.
Do you want to break something?
Kind of.
Okay.
Aqueous, I'm about to throw an absolute trap through your wall. Heads up.
Yes, that was wonderful.
It was pretty cool.
But could you please refrain from dipping into the vernacular of commoners? In fact, this is an order from your leader. Call things by their proper names.
What? You want me to call it a bathtub? That sounds ridiculous.
Nevertheless, do it.
Fine.
Now, could you please, do that again?
What? You want me to throw the trap through your wall again? I mean the tub.
Yes.
Is that an order?
Yes. Wait. I don't know.
What don't you know?
Maybe I don't want to order you to. Maybe I want you to do whatever things that you want to do.
Really have no idea what you're talking about.
You could cause quite a bother for me with the power you wield. I can do nothing to stop you, peasant girl. It's so magnificently depraved.
You are so weird. And this is coming from a ghost. Ribbit.
What was that? Are you role-playing now? Stop. It's unbecoming.
Sorry.
You're better than that. And by better, I mean much worse. Much, much worse. Downright coarse and degenerate. Just reprehensibly sordid. Actually, yes, you may roleplay and proceed to deepen this already irretrievable debauchery. In fact, I command it. I command you to have free will and do as you please, and continue being bothersome and unpredictably destructive. I mean, if you want.
I'm not really role-playing. I'm part frog, but okay. I guess I can break some more stuff. Ribbit.
Yes, ribbit again.
I can't really control the ribbits. Okay, put it back in your pants, sir. This is enough.
Seriously, man.
This is being really weird.
I will make haste through this mysterious realm and find your gate. It will pose no challenge for me at all.
Yeah, I know.
I will then give you your new body, and you may take your rightful place as my subordinate.
Sure.
Actually, now I'm beginning to wonder.
What?
Whether I want you to be my subordinate. I hope this doesn't sound too strange.
Everything you say sounds strange.
Maybe I would like you to be the co-leader again.
Okay.
In fact, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm entertaining this thought. It feels just vile. Try not to roll your eyes at me.
I don't have pupils.
Would you mind terribly being the leader?
Fine.
But don't tell anyone. You will be the leader of me, and I will lead all else. You would in effect be the secret leader.
Yeah, sure. That's pretty much how it is anyway.
Yes, that's the spirit. You take to authority well for one of your blood.
I don't have blood.
Not yet, but soon your heart will beat anew, and through it, fresh blood and fresh passion.
Wow, can you just bring me the robot already?
On my way.
Ribbit.
Equius, proceed to second gate.
It feels like the villain from like the Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Absolute freaking degenerate.
Strong
Yeah.
jump. This poses no challenge for you at all. Equius, enter. Strong fall. Equius, deliver present.
It looks nice.
Yes, it is perfect in every way.
Ribbit.
Do you have a clean towel anywhere?
Oh no.
Aradia Sprite.
I
Enter
know it's
Soul
just
Bot.
sweat, but
I think it suits you, much more so than the form of a levitating ghostly amphibian. How does it feel?
It feels different.
Okay, but I mean, do you feel anything else? Any sort of stirring sensations?
Stirring?
Yes, such as sensations which may be stirred by flowing blood and a beating heart.
I'm not sure.
Can you detect anything within you might describe as smoldering passion? I mean, just out of curiosity.
Wait,
I
What
think
is
I know what
that?
the next page is. Oh no.
I hate all of this.
I do as well.
What's what?
This feeling. Oh god. Oh my god. What did you do? Did you program this robot to have feelings for you? Romantic feelings? Answer me, blue blood scum!
Yes, it's a chip in your heart. Is that not okay?
Get it out!
I guess I can uninstall it if you would just...
Get it out!
Sorry, I'll...
Get it out! 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 Get it out!
Well, I guess that's one way to do it.
It's like, I disagree! Don't!
Yes, his creepy plan backfired somewhat.
Thank God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait, oh no, actually, I think I know what the next page is.
Oh,
Oh no.
All aspiring writers out here watching this, this is how you make a terrible character that all your readers will forever hate. Right here. This is how you do it. I hate this.
It's
I
so bad.
really don't like it.
Nepeta, no!
Oh,
my
poor
God,
soul, no.
This is ridiculous.
Nepeta, update wall. You consult your
Oh,
shipping
what?
wall. Clearly some changes are in order. You must admit you didn't see this one coming, even with your remarkable matchmaking acumen. You should probably recolor all the Aradia panels so she looks like a robot, too. It is a major commitment keeping up with all your ships, but it is worth it. Carcat, recruit Vriska.
Again?
Okay, this is gonna sound preposterous given our last conversation, and I guess practically every conversation preceding it, and I'm probably gonna have to do something completely disgusting like apologize, and even though I'll hate myself for it, I will totally mean it, I promise. Like, really, really mean it.
You're going to ask me to join your team, aren't you?
Yeah? How'd you know?
I don't know. Seem to have much choice now? Arya kicked me off of the good team.
Wow, that's great. Wait, sorry. No, wait. I don't have to apologize. That's right. You have no choice now. I apologize to myself for offering you a shitty, meaningless apology. Apology accepted, Carcat. Let's bury the Thresher with a totally platonic bro bulge bump. Bump.
You dork. Do you really think your unusual pedantic quips are going to bug me now?
I'm not trying to bug you. I'm trying to get you to join my damn team. Now step in line, Sorcat.
I was just betrayed and abandoned by my 2 accomplices and best pals, and on top of that, I'm soaked in the blood of my Lucius, which I just had to decapitate myself. So I'm listening to a crabby asshole being all ticked with his own mediocre retorts isn't going to spoil my evening.
Okay, well, sorry to hear about that. But I mean, you can just dump her carcass in the Colonel and bring her back stronger than ever.
Wow. Good to know, I guess?
Now why don't you hop in the trap, wash that nasty blue shit off, and join our fucking session already?
What? It's so rude to dictate hygiene procedure to a lady under any circumstance, even for douchey loudmouths with delusions of leadership. Maybe you should try to think about the dumb things that fall out of your protein shoot for once, Fantaz.
Blah, blah, blah. Now my shoot is doing a fucking stellar impression of something that doesn't give a shit.
Anyway, you know my blood's the prettiest, and you'd obviously kill to have it.
No, it sucks. Totally happy with mine. Nice try, though.
Bullshit. Why would you hide behind your lame gray anatomy, then? You do realize everyone thinks you're totally lame, right?
It's nobody's business. I don't see why it should be matter of public record. I'm not gonna wear that shit on my sleeve like you do, literally and figuratively. It's private, so everyone can go point their probing busybody sniff nodes up their own impertinent seed flaps.
Fine, like anyone really cares. It's just lame and insecure, so why don't you tell me what I've got to do here? I await instruction from my big shot, a-blooded leader.
Okay, first things first, you've got to connect with Tavros quickly and get him in the session before he gets killed.
Ugh.
What?
Can't someone else do that?
No, why?
XXXXO.
What's the big deal? Just do it.
But I hate that guy.
Who cares?
This is your command decision. Get someone who hates a guy to save his life? Pretty weak, boss.
Why do you even hate him? It's fucking ridiculous. If anything, you should pity him, especially since you were the one who paralyzed him.
I know, I don't really understand it. It's just a really special kind of hate. It never goes away, and it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Oh god, no. This is kind of a weird time to be confiding in me about your feelings of black romance, but okay.
Oh god, what?
I mean, if you're really implying Tavros is your Kismasis, I think you're braying up the wrong frond nub. Both parties have to hate each other equally. I mean, like, true hate. Maybe your feelings come somewhat close to fitting the bill, but I don't think he can hate anyone. It's weird. He's kind of broken in the head.
Fuck, what are you talking about?
I think this subject is beyond a lot of people's grasp, but I know a lot about it. Nobody ever really wants to talk to me about it, though.
Whoa, really? Oh, no shit. Really?
Okay, most people who haven't had their lobe stem cauterized are capable of feeling the 2 primary emotions, hate and pity. Pity is, of course, just the toned-down version of the sensorial emotion, hate. And all the nuances of pity manifest as various other kinds of feelings, like whatever chemical reactions trigger mating fondness, or the mysterious forces that are behind mortal allegiance.
Parkat? Holy fuck. So boring.
A well-balanced person is going to have a good distribution between hate and the various pity humors. Having a good balance keeps all the emotions sharper. See, I think that's your problem.
Oh, I hope you know I already wore out some good note-taking pens today. All the pens, all of them.
See, my hate is like a finely tuned instrument because I'm aware of these principles. I can hate a hole in paradox space itself, straight through to a new reality, fresh for the hating.
You don't even know how much I'm laughing at this.
But see, you're too heavy on the hate side, or at least you pretend to be, which is maybe worse.
You aren't reading anything I say you are. You just want to talk and talk and talk.
And you think you're hating up everyone hard when you're really just burning out that entire emotional hemisphere. It's like lukewarm hate, pretender's hate, with no counterpoint at all. As such, there's no real substance to your hate. It's like a cardboard movie prop, which is why your brain is broken. Kind of like Tavros, but maybe on the opposite hemisphere, I guess. Maybe your broken brain led to the imbalance in the first place? I don't know. Whatever the case is, you're kind of emotionally screwed, sorry to say. Your hate's too dull for a proper Kismasis, in my opinion. I don't see anyone chomping at the bit to be your Moirail, honestly, unless there's someone out there who would actually bother pitying you. And letting a mate sprit? Seriously. Seriously, like that would even interest you. Basically, any feature of your emotional profile that usually makes someone viable in the red ROM department must be totally fried. Your black ROM potential is probably toast too. Hey, are you there?
Oh yeah, I started tuning you out. Are you done?
No way, I could go on. This is fascinating. Tell me how the fuck this isn't fascinating.
Did you learn this crap from your awful romance movies?
They're really intriguing sociologically, incredibly complex, sophisticated stories. You wouldn't get it.
Okay, man, just let me connect to
Nope,
stupid...
nope.
Oh, shit, wrong. Skip the whole line. Hey, asshole, stop watching movies for girls.
What part of intriguing sociologically don't you understand? Also, they're awesome. Shut up.
Okay, man, just let me connect to stupid boy dumb fuck so I don't have to listen to this anymore.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, I never even got to the damn point.
What is it now?
I didn't need you specifically to connect to Tavros. I mean, I could get any schlub to do that. You just have to get in here as soon as possible because I really need your mind powers.
You do? I mean, obviously you do. Duh. What for?
I ran into someone here. A sort of double agent, I guess. His name is Jack.
No. Not again.
He's back. The man.
He has some inside information about his kingdom. He wants to work together with us to overthrow the Black Queen. So I said okay, and now I need your help.
Okay, I can try. What does he know?
Oh, he's bleeding in this panel, but it's rainbowified, so we can't see it.
Ow.
He recently got hold of some intel regarding a weakness in the Queen's defenses. I don't know any more than that. We've got to hurry and get started on this thing, or it could get kind of awkward.
Awkward? What do you mean?
I mean, he's just standing here now, waiting for me, I guess. But it's okay. I think he's pretty much settled down.
Settled down?
Well, he stabbed me once.
Oh, only once? Are you sure you should trust him? I don't know if I would, but hey, I'm not the leader.
No, it's cool. He's cool. It's fine. I don't really mind the stabbing. It was all a misunderstanding. Well, okay, I'm pretty sure he meant to stab me, but I kind of think that's like the way he greets people.
This game is so stupid.
In any case, I think he's probably all stabbed out.
Oh man, since you're bleeding, I should ask Shiretsu what color your blood is.
Good luck with that. She can't see me or smell me or anything. I'm way out of my hive somewhere else on the planet.
Okay, then I'll ask Jack.
No, Jack won't tell. I made him promise he wouldn't tell.
Damn it, stupid lousy tight-lipped, happy double agents. Doesn't trolling have some kind of viewpoint features?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure only Solix knows how to set that. And how to set that up. And he's been incommunicado for hours for some reason. Anyway, that whole feature seems totally invasive and largely pointless to me, so just forget about it.
Yeah, okay. Here we are, about to embark on an espionage mission. A spying tool sounds totally useless. Another great point, Captain.
Whatever. Just get your ass in here so we can dethrone this goddamn queen. It'll mean one less god boss we have to fight.
Fine, I'll be right there. Just try not to lose so much of your mystery blood and die.
Be Jack.
Give me a second, I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Okay. Be Jack a few minutes ago. You find the kid you've been looking for. He's got a pretty sharp tongue and you can't seem to keep it sheathed. He's got a pretty sharp tongue and can't seem to keep it sheathed. You should learn up front you're no stranger to sharp objects yourself. He still won't shut up. He doesn't seem to care about the wound. He's just going on and on about the freakish color of his blood. He doesn't want you to look at it. Just look away, he says. You've got to admit, now you're curious. Jack, look at Knife. You don't see what the big deal is. Nothing special. This kid's out of his mind, but he's still blubbering on and on about it.
Is it just red?
It seems he's the only one of his kind with this mutant candy red blood, an outcast. He thinks he was put on this planet covered in an ocean of his own blood to be taunted, punished for something. Saddest story you've ever heard. Gotta do something to shut him up.
Yeah.
It's like, Dad?
Dad. Carcat, be in cahoots with Jack. You and your like-blooded accomplice soon put Operation Regisurp into motion, a contingency plan which the Archagent conveniently had on file and named himself. If it were drafted by a legitimate contingency firm, it would ostensibly have been given a better title. Your whole team executes the plan along the course of its journey, employing espionage, mind control tactics, political sabotage, vicious interrogations, and cold-blooded assassinations. Everyone does their part, and you begin to learn the true meaning of teamwork, as well as this troll disease called friendship. But before a single step is taken, Jack briefs you on the intelligence uncovered by one of his agents. It is an advantage over the Queen you will seize upon while she has let her guard down. With each prototyping by each player, the royalty of both sides would evolve. The queen, with her ring of orbs 12-fold, would first take on the claws and ridged carapace of Ulysses, and then the wings and scales of Terezi's young dragon, and then the horns and gills and cloven hooves of Gamzee's fallen custodian, and so it would continue. Though a queen is a vain creature, she is also sworn to her duty. She would be braced for the heavy load of augmentation ahead. She could certainly withstand the 8 eyes of an arachnid. The fairy wings might at worst be frivolous, and the great bullhorns could even be regarded as striking additions. For that matter, the sultry lips of a mother grub might very plausibly suit her. She perhaps would wear a brave face even behind a dignified mustache, and the centauring of her lower torso could transpire without much complaint. She would dutifully indulge a lactating udder, and when all was said and done, doubling her head count would surely be insult to 11-fold injury, but nothing she hadn't essentially endured already, all in the name of her kingdom. But she would spare herself all these additional debasements, because before the rest came, there would be one corruption to her figure she could not abide. Her vanity wouldn't allow it. She could not stand bearing the
Wouldn't that mean all of the royalty from the current universe has part of Dave in them?
I think it's just the first prototyping.
Okay. It's a part bird.
She could not stand, because the like kernels split off and go up and down as soon as the sprite enters the medium.
Okay. That makes more sense.
She could not stand bearing the visage of the most loathsome creature known to existence. So vile is its appearance, so contemptible is its purpose, all depictions of the creature, let alone members of its population, are permanently banned from any jurisdiction in the reach of her agents. Those of its kind go by many names, and so does the reviled patron god they herald. The Great Detestation, King Pond Squatter, Speaker of the Vast Joke, or most commonly, Bilious Slick. His true name is of course forbidden, and wearing his face is where she draws the line. So this explains why AR thought the Frog Temple was illegal.
Oh yeah, AR really did not like that Frog Temple.
She removed the ring and concealed it in the royal vault while she was quite sure no one was looking. She then retired to her private chamber from which she would dispatch orders, no one the wiser of her disadvantage, or so she thought. Red Team, execute Operation Regisurp. The operation in time would be a total success. The banished quasi-royal would make the future Alternian wasteland her home. Until she was given a new purpose.
Yes. I was right. My theories have been correct.
But on the onset, you would know nothing of the Queen's aversion to an amphibious likeness, or about her orbs 12-fold, or any such details. You were informed of her disadvantage and would act accordingly. You and your red teammates would work to dethrone the Queen in your session, while the blue team members would take on the entirely separate set of royal adversaries in their own session. This was to be a competition, after all. Or so you thought. You would begin to notice a strange pattern. The blue team's prototypings would affect the mutations of your session's underlings, and your prototypings would affect theirs. The signs pointed to 2 distinct sessions, 2 sets of mystic ruins, 2 opposing teams, 2 separate chains of connected players. This was all misleading. You were joining a particularly unusual bifurcated session, meant from the start to receive all 12 players through 2 separate connection chains. A session with 1 Skya, about which 12 planets would circle, with 1 army of dark and 1 of light, with 1 pair of kings and 1 pair of queens, and with 1 cantankerous archagent and his typical disdain for authority. It wouldn't be until later in the session, when the full chain was nearly closed, that you would realize the truth. The truth was, it had always been the same session all along. That, and your teams were not competing, but cooperating toward a common goal. In the more drawn-out form of this adventure's narrative, figuring this out would have been a huge deal. We would have been completely blown away by this stunning revelation. Wow, same session all along, really? Huh. But since we've decided to engage this epic in shorthand, you feel you must insist that we continue with this expository interlude. It would turn out the arrangement of planets looked like this, rather, bifurcated from each other, each team appearing to comprise a distinct chain and a distinct session without the luxury of the complete picture we see here. It appeared that way until it was time to link the 2 chains, completing the circuit of 12 and uniting the teams. For these final 2 links, Skya had a plan, as it did with the order of every preceding link, and as it did with the paradoxical seeding of its own players on the surface of the planet. It would later devastate to buy itself time. Its plan was as inescapable as all others, as inevitable as the reckoning it would ultimately face.
The Mobius double reach around.
After watching the phrases Mobius double and a reach around toggle for a few minutes while in a sort of stupor, you finally snap out of it. Your attention drifts toward these 2 symbols. You would try to be these mysterious characters, but you suspect you would fail, so you don't bother. They're way too mysterious for you to be them yet. Seriously, what's up with these guys? Do they live underwater or something? What's their deal? We'll learn all about them a little later. For that matter, what about this young lady? What is her deal? We'll probably find out about her later, too. It will probably be quite some time before you get to be her. It could very well be pages and pages and pages. And pages and pages and pages. Seriously, it could take forever. Enter name. Your name is Kanaya Mariam. You are one of the few of your kind who can withstand the blistering Alternian sun, and perhaps the only one who enjoys the feel of its rays. As such, you are one of the few of your kind who has taken a shining to landscaping. You have cultivated a lush oasis around your hive, and in particular, you have honed your craft through the art of topiary, sculpting your trees to match the puffy oracles from your dreams. You've embraced the tool of this trade, which conveniently is the weapon of choice for those who would hunt the heinous broods of the undead, which crawl from the sand at sunrise to feast on the light and the living. It would be convenient if you actually hunted them, but it is of course far too dangerous. Every bit as suicidal as attempting to poach the terrible muscle beasts who roam at night. So you indulge in your bright fascination with the grim through literature. Just before the sun goes down and you join your flora in rest, you immerse yourself in tales of rainbow drinkers and shadow droppers and forbidden passion. You are one of the few of your kind with jade green blood. As such, you are one of the few who could be selected and raised by a virgin mother grub, an event so rare as to elude documented precedent. She would defend you from desert threats, and though her life would be short, in time you would assure her of progeny. You are one of the few of your kind whose affection for the aesthetic strongly overpowers instinctive regard for the utilitarian. As such, you are one of the few of your kind who has developed a zeal for fashion and design and lively, colorful patterns. You decorate your hive with flora and fabric as delicately or aggressively as inspiration demands. You are a seamstress, or a rag ripper, or a tree trimmer, or a lumberjack, whichever you care to be, and your unique hive is equipped with a great supply of advanced technology to accommodate your interests. The technology and indeed the hive itself were all recovered from the ruins nearby when you were very young. The seed of your hive was deployed on the volcanic rocks beneath the sand with the assistance of your Lucis and her remarkable burrowing skills, and you have lived there happily together ever since. You know the ruins in the hive and everything here that is not sand and rock originated from the world of your dreams. You also know that one day you will visit this world while you are awake. That day is today. Your troll tag is Grim Auxiliatrix, and you tend to enunciate each word you speak very clearly and carefully. What will you do? Kanaya. Equip chainsaw. What chainsaw? You're quite sure there's no chainsaw leaning on that bookshelf. There is, however, a tube of lipstick on the floor. Kanaya. Fine. Equip that then. Alright, let's settle down. No need to get hysterical. Oh, there goes your wardrobifier again. Never a dull moment in fashion when the randomized cycle is on. Kanaya. Apply. You can choose between your trademark jade or black, even though a troll's lips are naturally black. But they can always be blacker, and a lady with a true sense of style knows this. In any case, you think you'll mix things up and go with green for a while. Kanaya. Answer CC.
Hello.
Hey,
Kanaya. Hi. Glub, 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 glub.
you seem more excited than usual, or less. I can't tell. Let me tell without saying glub.
Glub, 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 glub.
I'm going to type this face now. Even though no one knows how to make a mouth do a question shape like that.
Haha, sorry. I can't really control the glubs.
Yes, you can. But that's fine. You can glub to the content of your collapsing and expanding bladder-based aquatic vascular system. If it means you are excited about something.
I am excited.
Okay, why?
Everything we're about to do next is exciting. It is always exciting. I'm excited. What does that say?
That says
Tafo?
Pachoo.
Oh, Pachoo.
It looks like one of your letters got away from you.
Haha, yeah. I really launched it. I really launched it, that one.
You fought an innocent loitering over there by the shout hole, minding its own business.
Hee hee. Glub, glub, glub. Hey, let's stop being stupid for a minute.
Yeah, sure.
I'm just worked up about this game. It'll be great. I've been waiting a long time to get started. We all have.
I thought so. I have been cloaked in a mood of perpetual anticipation for some time as well.
We should compare notes, even though we are on different teams.
Well, not really.
But see, this is why we should be comparing notes.
What notes would you like to submit for comparison?
Well, I'm going to join my team pretty late. I think I have to. I'll need to connect after my goofball Moirail does, so I can keep my goggles on. Keep my goggles on his nefarious escapades. It's a tough job, but it's important. Everyone has an important job to do.
Yeah,
Isn't that what you're going to do? Joining late to keep an eye on yours?
I don't know for a fact that she is mine.
Haha, you're not supposed to know for a fact, dummy.
That is still you, Raven.
Yeah, sorry. You just have to do what you think is right, and even if you were wrong, the worst that happened was you helped someone and helped the whole world too.
I know, but what if I don't really want her to be that?
Club, club, club. Shrug.
Yeah, glub glub shrug is the right attitude. I think our minds are already made up anyway, aren't they?
Yes, probably. Your clouds tell you everything. So what you do even have what do you even have to worry about?
They don't tell me everything, just as I'm sure she doesn't whisper everything to you.
That's true. Oh shucks. Now I'm going to get sad. She'll be gone soon. Though I guess it'll be a relief not to have to worry about keeping her voice down anymore.
I wonder if any other kid on the planet has as many burdens in the fire as you. I doubt it.
They aren't burdens. Okay, I guess they aren't. I guess they are, haha. But I love them, and I wouldn't have it any other way because this is why I'm here. And on that note, I think I'm going to say goodbye to her. Maybe you should too while you have the chance. Even though I'll see her again soon, which still seems kind of strange to me, but that's why this is also exciting. Bye, Kanaya. Kanaya, bye.
That is
That is probably one of the worst typing quirks I've ever seen yet. That's pretty bad.
that one's real bad. Kanaya, check on Lucis. You had nearly forgotten. Today her time would come. Maybe she'd be there in her final moment. But then, it isn't exactly final, is it? Death is pretty confusing without the finality. It's too late. You'd better change back into your work clothes. No point in getting a good dress dirty. Kanaya, go downstairs. She brought you this far, now to live up to your end of the bargain. Kanaya, operate. Kanaya, capture log that thing. You secure the matriorb through your chastity modus, safe and sound. You will serendipitously discover the key to unlock this card when and only when you are ready to use this item, and not a moment before.
Okay.
Look at this mess. All this blood and sunlight is stirring bright feelings within. You often fantasize about being a true rainbow drinker from your literature. It would be a life of darting between the shadows, of persecution and being misunderstood, and of romance. You would drink heavily from its multicolored well, and the hemospectrum would be your wine list preceding the great feast of passion. Surely it couldn't hurt, while no one is looking. Kanaya, just a taste. Kanaya, meddle with Moirail. So this is Vriska.
Okay.
What?
Just wanted to know, is your Lucis dead yet?
You then proceeded to have the rest of this conversation we've already read. Bugging and fussing and meddling through the special and magical union one can only describe as being in moral allegiance with each other. At least, you guess that's how you would describe it. Maybe. Troll romance sure is confusing. You will put her out of your mind for a while. It should be hours before you have to connect with her anyway. Might as well pack this thing up and head inside. Oh, what now? What could this guy want? It never ends. Kanaya, answer CA.
Can, make her talk to me. Do something.
Who?
You're no good conniving, backstabbing girl crush. That's who.
Overstating our relationship won't make me feel very cooperative. It's paler red than that, okay?
Psh, that is a fucking laugh, and you know it. Everyone does. So help me out. Tell her to talk to me. I think she blocked me. You got to.
Why do I got to? I don't got to, and every time you take my help for granted, I feel like I got a little less. I got to a little less.
Well, whatever. You're so the village two-wheel device when it comes to ospitizing. You can't let a grudge go by. You won't stick your busy stem betwixt, so you can get through the program, fussy fangs.
Your slander weren't so predictable, I'd block you too for saying that. Has it occurred to you she may have blocked you because you are very overbearing? I just said that aloud now in your silly accent and had a private moment of enjoyment.
Who gives a shit why she blocked me or about my fucking manners? Come on, you've got away with her. I figure if you're going to ostracize any two bride suckers who sneer at each other a funny way, you might as well make it official and be ours, right?
Your black solicitation just seems really indecent. What do you want from her anyway?
She may be something. A prior arrangement. She'll deliver it when we met in the game, but I don't know what the logistics are yet. I'm trying to courtier with her, but she's blowing me off again. Fickle dirt scraping land hag.
What is it?
Stupid, what do you think? It's a fucking gizmo to blow up the world or something. Well, not that, obviously, but something that'll kill all land dwellers. What else would I be after?
Can you just for a moment entertain the thoughts of one untouched by megalomaniacal derangement and tell me why I'd want to assist you with that?
Well, I'm not going to very well kill you, as that would be fucking unconsolable. What kind of friend would I be?
Also, speculate for a moment that self-preservation might not be what would sway my decision.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and kiss off, but there'll be blood on your hands. You can either play along as our ostracized and do a little mediating like you were fucking hatched to, or watch she and me devolve into fucking full-fledged kismises. The kind that you don't get once in 10,000 sweeps. You know that's what it would be there. It would be rainbow rivers running through your star systems and all nebulizing like liquid fireworks. It'll be beautiful and heartbreaking all at once. You should read up on your history instead of pouring through the god-awful sunny rubbish.
Just laborious listening to this. I'm sorry, none of it matters.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It's important. Sorry, but the fate of the race and purity of the bloodline is important. Excuse me for being concerned.
I know, but you really should know by now the world will end tonight, regardless. Land and sea dwellers alike will all die because of the game we are about to play, and I agree the fate of the race is important, but it's in my hands now, all of ours, really.
Huh, well, okay.
Really?
Ordinarily, I'd call bullshit on terrible stinking BS like this, but I know you don't really lie about stuff unless it's to yourself. But that's why I bother even talking to you. I wouldn't even be here saying any of this otherwise. So did your clouds tell you that?
The doomsday scenario in particular? No, not exactly.
I've got clouds, and they don't tell me shit. They're hiding nothing but misfortune and monstrosities. Fucking pain in the ass, fucking clouds. So how do you know then?
Of another source.
Okay, well, you are jacked. You are jacked tight the fuck into this thing. So many ways. I don't know what to say anymore. Whatever. We will just play and find out, I guess. So can you tell her to talk to me anyway?
No.
God damn it. She and me are teammates, and we've got to power it. We've got to have. What?
Powwow.
We've got.
It's so bad.
It's
We
a real
had to
word.
have a
Powwow.
We've got to have a powwow or something.
I don't care that it's a real word. That spelling of it has 6 W's.
Pretty bad. You aren't actually on the same team.
Fuck. Fine. I get it. I'll step off. But you don't have to be an awesomeness because you don't want to get locked up in that sort of relationship with her. I can respect that.
No, that's not it.
Yeah, it is your real feelings, run pretty awful ruddy. Methinks everybody knows it, especially that ass blood car cat. He and me have you so pegged about that it's upright silly, but it's cool. It's totally fine. Don't worry. I'll leave you alone and give you a shot.
It's unbelievable, her patience.
What? Whoa, wait. Who?
Never mind.
Okay, wait. Did she talk to you today? What did she say? Or glub or whatever?
Something about longing to touch you indiscreetly.
What?
And that she's basically in the scarlet throes for you, as deep in the flushed quadrant as one can be.
Wait, did she actually say that? In confidence?
To the letter.
Can you copy exactly what she said?
Absolutely not.
This is bullshit. You've been easing me in some way awful. You don't lie, but you do tease and transfuse my kick-ass royal blood with incontinent muscle beast discharge. If I won't know when I'm getting hooked.
Yeah, she's just a concerned Moirail, looking out for you, that's all.
Aw, fuck. See, I'm telling you, you've got to play right.
What do you mean?
If you're not savvy about how to define yourself to people, you could just splash into the Moira zone before you know which way upwards.
Oh,
Can, it's hard.
What?
Being a kid and growing up, it's hard. Nobody understands.
I don't know
Kanaya.
who this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but he's all right, I guess.
Oh,
Is he?
I mean,
Is he all right?
he's like a couple steps above Equius on the terrible scale. He's like better a little
Kanaya,
bit.
return to room. There's a lot to do before you enter. No, there will be a lot of people to talk to and help along the way. No, not meddle with or mediate. Help, damn it. You are very helpful. You have a lot of inside information on what you and your co-players are about to face. You are jacked tight the fuck into this thing in so many ways we don't know what to say anymore. And it's not just cloud visions either. You have another source. Kanaya, consult source. In one dream, In one dream, the clouds pointed you to the address of a server hidden in an obscure pocket of a realm unknowable to mortals. It contains a journal written by a young member of an alien species. She has documented her experiences playing the game you are about to play. You can only assume this took place a long time ago. This race is likely ancient, preceding yours by millions of sweeps, maybe billions. You like to try to imagine the adventures of these players. Were they successful in repopulating their race? Did they manage to protect their matriarch and hatch a new mother grub? Could they hold it together, or were they torn apart by the complex social dynamics, the matespertships and Moira allegiances and auspicisms and kismissitudes that would surely plague your group along the way? You have little doubt they succeeded with flying colors.
Yeah.
RL.
Yo.
You.
You have little doubt their victory was because of their leader, a great heroine, the tentacle therapist. From what she recorded, it seemed the group had very little knowledge of what they were getting into, and yet they appear to have been the only of their kind to have risen to the challenge in a session stacked heavily against them. You are convinced her leadership was the difference. It would be nice to have the chance to talk to her. Alas, she's likely been dead for millennia. Only the incomplete record of a long-forgotten quest remains. On the other hand, if you were to discover her quest ended in failure, it might be somewhat disillusioning, but that thought never crossed your mind. Tavros, enter. Having narrowly dodged obliteration, you take your place as the Page of Breath in the land of Sand and Zephyr. And in time.
Tavros, go outside and look at what I built for you. You're going to flip.
Okay.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh.
I think this is probably meant to antagonize me.
What are you talking about? Look at my beautiful building. Don't you think it's about time someone got a little creative with this game?
Maybe.
Everyone always wants to do things the boring way. Didn't we make a truce, Tavros? That way, that we would try to be less boring from now on. You don't want to break your truce with me, do you, Tavros?
No.
Great. Now get climbing.
Please don't read this as a boring thing, I hope, but it's physically impossible to do that, mostly.
Man, I knew it. Tavrosaurus back in action.
Did you just improvise a different pun?
Yes, because I was like, I think that's right. Keep going.
Why don't you, not boring way, build more inclined surfaces like you did over there? Maybe you could, color them with fun colors so you won't think they're boring and get angry at me some more.
I built the ramp because we were in a hurry to save your life, remember? A dead Tavros is even more boring than an alive and crippled Tavros by a slim margin. My stair structure is lovely and I'm not changing it. Now hop out of that wheel device and get climbing.
Climbing?
Or crawling, whatever. Stop being so helpless. It's pathetic.
It will take a long time.
What's the rush? You're in the game, safe and sound. Look in the sky. Do you see any meteors? I sure don't.
But there are imps around, and I'll be sort of defenseless, lying on the stairs.
You did not just use that excuse. We both know you can commune with these things. Hey, what? Why don't you psychologically command them to carry you up? Oh my God. I think it's a great idea. Once again, leave it to Vriska to come up with the creative solutions.
I wouldn't really, want to make them do that. I just don't understand why we can't do this the easy way.
What good would that do you? Whatever the purpose of this game is, it makes you work hard for it. The way you become stronger along the way, and you are better prepared for whatever's next. Remember when we used to flarp together? It was the exact same principle, and that's why you were always outmatched. You were too soft and not well prepared. Nothing comes easy, Tavros. This is why we go through the trials in the brooding caverns when we are young, to make sure we are strong when we come out. Do you remember the trials, Tavros?
Not very well, no.
Well, I do, and they were a bitch. But now that I think about it, it would make perfect sense if your trials were really easy by some mistake. That is why you were such a soggy phlegm sponge, and why you got picked by such a sad, frail little lassus. But that's okay. It probably wasn't your fault, just a bad break. You're lucky you have me as a server player, so I can challenge you and help you get strong. Now hop out of the seat and get climbing. I will deliver the device to you once you're at the top. Climb, pupa, climb!
Maybe I should ask Tinkerbull about this. He's really smart, now that he can talk.
No! You don't need help from that lame bull fairy. He is only holding you back.
He's my friend.
God, pathetic. This is getting frustrating. Why did I have to get stuck with this useless bastard? Just my luck. Do you have any idea how inconvenient this is? Do you have any sympathy for what I'm dealing with here? You're so inconsiderate. You just sit there and look smug. It's infuriating to look at you. You haven't even thanked me or apologized for the matter. Woo. Thanks, Riska, for saving my life. It sure was brave and heroic and pretty of you. Also, I'm sorry for the bottom of my nook. Seriously, how hard would that have been?
Okay, thanks, I guess. But sorry for what?
Being a useless shit, you ass.
You want me to apologize for being paralyzed?
Yes, say you're sorry.
I don't mean to be rude or boring, but that's ridiculous given the circumstances.
Bullshit. It's something called basic decency and civility, you fudge-blooded boar. Now get down on your useless wobbly knees and apologize.
No, I don't want to.
Apologize, Pupa! Apologize! Say you're sorry for being such a useless shit! Ah!
You know what
So
we should
I'd
have
like
done?
to
We should have
point
had like
out-
an on. You go first.
I'd like to point out that she can move the wheelchair.
Yeah, just move the wheelchair up there. You know what we should have had? We should have had like an X thing on the side, and it's like an ongoing tier list of how shitty each of the trolls are, and we move them up and down based on how they are.
Okay, Tavros is like he is the
I like him.
nicest one we've seen so far, and he's just abused
What
by
about
everyone.
Fef? I mean, we
Who?
haven't really seen Fef. Yeah.
Yeah,
Tavros,
who?
summon Rufio.
Who's Fef?
Now she's done it. She has awoken the mighty inner fury that is Rufio! But unfortunately, Rufio is not real. He's imaginary, a fake, like a made-up friend, the way fairies are. You continue to be sad and alone. Vriska, wee!
Oh no.
Kanaya, mediate.
Hey, what's your deal? Shouldn't you be helping me out of this jam instead of fussing with my plumbing?
Just presenting a floating reminder that Tavros will need plenty of inclined surfaces for his ascent.
That's silly. I made so many ramps, you wouldn't even believe it. I specifically decided I wanted to build something ugly and boring. This is how land of ramps and yawns.
He's reported otherwise.
That lousy snitch! Maybe I should take his computer away so he can't go crying to Fussy Fangs anymore.
Maybe I should upend this load gaper over your head.
No, don't!
I'm still learning the interface. It could happen accidentally at any moment.
I'm only trying to help him.
Think of another way to help.
Fine, I'll do something nice. I have an idea. I'll be right back. And for the record, I was going to do this anyway. I was just trying to make him a better player first.
Okay.
In the meantime, how about I serve my client player the way I think is best, and how you can do the same for yours.
I thought I was.
Vriska, scurry downstairs. You make your way
Shit,
down
I'm
to one of
out.
your innumerable loot strongholds where you stash riches and gold and jewels and prizes plundered during your campaigns. There they are, your rocket boots. You must confess you will find favor with just about any kind of footwear as long as it is bright red. You would wear these striking boots even if they were broken pieces of junk. But as it happens, they work just fine and they are awesome. Vriska, take them. Oh my god.
What?
They
Vriska,
just-
go back up.
Okay.
Quit cleaning up after me. You're so ridiculous.
Vriska, get code.
God.
Pshoos! Vriska, send code. Tavros, alchemize. Fly, Tavros, fly, pupa.
Meow. Fly!
And again, in time, Tavros, lead fearsome entourage into ruins.
Oh my gosh, he's Professor X.
Tavros, confer with teammate.
Yes. Another piece fits. We are making some strict progress on this puzzle.
Oh, that's cool, I guess.
So where do you think is the next one?
I don't know. Probably buried in the stupid sand somewhere like all the others.
Okay. That's mostly what I was thinking too, but it suddenly doesn't sound like you think the puzzle is cool.
The puzzle sucks. All the puzzles suck. If I have to help you put one more dumb slab of boring rock into another stupid wall indentation, I'm going to put an indentation in my desk with my face.
But it looks like a frog, and that's kind of fun.
Snore. These puzzles are for wigglers. I solved way better puzzles than this in my heyday at Mindfang. Oh, look, some ruins. Oh, look, another mysterious recess in the wall. I wonder if something fits in there. It probably just opened a secret passage to more wall indentations. I am so over this puzzle.
But they're necessary to solve, aren't they? To find a magic artifacts and things and learn more about the lore of this land.
Davros, let me let you in on a little secret about the lore of this land. It's boring. The minds of your consorts are very soft and impressionable, as easily manipulated as all those imps you've been bossing around. I have picked apart their tiny little lizard brains and scanned through all the smoke and mirrors of their riddles. I have gotten to the truth that they are guarding the great big mystery behind this planet. And you know what it is, Tavros?
No.
It's bullshit! Meaningless, boring, fanciful bullshit wrapped in flowery poems to keep you guessing. It all leads to one thing anyway, and that's what we should get our attention on. Real gamers out to the chase that power through all the nonsense and go for the gold. They cheat, Tavros. It is time you learn to start cheating.
You've got to cheat to win.
Chick.
I thought I was kind of cheating by making friends with the monsters.
Well, it's a good start. You are bending the rules and getting stuff done. Okay, I will admit I am fairly impressed with your progress so far, even though you still probably haven't even killed a single enemy. No, don't bother. I know you haven't, but maybe that's okay. Maybe it's just your style. Your real strength is surrounding yourself with allies who are much stronger than you. Like me. I'm sure there's more than one way to up the echelon ladder. In your case, probably the only way is to roll gently up the etcher ramp. The path of the invalid.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think it's time to stop fucking around. You need to be challenged more. I have been designing a quest for you that should test your true limits.
Oh, is that what you were doing all this time?
Yes.
I mean, not that I don't appreciate it, but don't you have your own quest to do?
Yeah, well, after she got me in the game, Kanaya just left me in the lurch. Probably because she's dealing with her own crisis now. Which just as well because I was starting to get nannied hard. You wouldn't even believe it.
Nannied?
So I had some time to kill. I drew a map.
Whoa.
Here, take a look. It makes what will be your new destination, where you will find the ultimate challenge. Okay, you don't have to bully him by. This poor Tavros, man.
Yeah, poor Tavros.
Tavros is just.
He's just there and he's getting abused.
Tavros, look at map.
Where does it go?
I have determined for your consorts that there is a terrible monster deep underground. It guards a hoard of treasure bigger than
Not this
either of us
again.
can imagine. It is called a denizen. It is the boss of your whole planet. Tavros, you will go and face your denizen.
Don't make
Won't
somebody
that-
else go back in time, Vriska, please.
Won't that be too difficult?
It'll be the most powerful adversary you have ever met, but you can handle it. I believe in you.
Thanks. I mean, our respect that you have lots of piratey bravado about stuff, and you type fast about it. But I think it's foolish and not sensible. It'll probably get killed, realistically.
Maybe that is the risk you take by being a brave adventurer, but it is a good opportunity to apply your cunning. Maybe you can rally a huge army to bend to your will and overwhelm the monster. Who knows? It's up to you. This is it, Tavros. It's time to sink or swim.
I should get Kanaya's advice, or maybe Karkat, since he is the leader.
No! Oh god, every time, always going and getting to others to bail you out. Anyway, Kanaya is missing in action, and Karkat has his head up his nook with his new stabby, horrified
That's hate friend.
hate friend. Why did I think it was horrified? Probably because it looks like I don't know.
Regardless,
Neither can help you.
It's just hard to figure out. If you really think it's a good idea strategically, or if it's just more of the thing where you harass me but sound excited about it.
Tavros, I know nobody believes me about this. Probably not even a gullible dope like you. But I actually care about your advancement as a player. Everything I have done has been to make you stronger.
Okay, I still don't know what to believe about that.
Ah, you're useless. I'm done talking about this. Now shut up and point that cherry vehicle of yours toward the X on the map. Next stop, Gate 7. Let's go. This isn't optional. You know very well that I can make you go to the gate whether you want to or not. But I would rather it not have to come to that. What will it be? Advance or advance?
Okay, now we'll go.
Oh, one last thing. Equip your boy Skylark outfit. This will be Pupa's last stand. I mean sit.
Tavros, point cherry vehicle toward X on map.
How bad do you have to hate this man to send him to his death?
You proceed through what
Poor
seems to be your
guy.
second gate into the land of maps and treasure. The thief of light lies in wait. Vriska, wake up! Oh my, it appears Pupa Pan himself has flown through your window while you were asleep. How exciting! Surely he is here to take you away on the adventure of a lifetime. He is more dreamy and heroic than you ever imagined. But what's this? It seems the legendary boy Skylark has misplaced his shadow. He is looking everywhere for it, to no avail. He is having a devil of a time, what with being paralyzed from the waist down and all. He clearly needs your help. Vriska, help Pupa find his shadow. Pupa, you truly are a silly goose. Your shadow has been trapped underneath your useless torso the whole time. Honestly, where else would it be, you stupid sack of shit? Of course, the secret to reuniting with your shadow is to get up and walk around, and play and dance and frolic. Your shadow will surely join in your gaiety. But it appears Pupa has lost the use of his legs. There will be no frolicking in this young man's future. Unless... Vriska, apply special stardust. Everyone knows that just a pinch of special stardust along with a happy thought will allow any boy to get up and walk again. Everyone knows this because it is in the classic tale Pupa Pan. Young Pupa flies through the window of a fairy girl's respite block, falls on the floor, and has trouble getting up like an enormous pansy. The fairy girl then helps him walk again, and in return he teaches her to fly, even though she probably already knows how to fly because she's a fairy. They fly out of her window together and have magical adventures for many sweeps thereafter. To be honest, you hardly know a damn thing about Pupa Pan, but you do not care. Pupa remains as pathetic and useless as ever. The stardust did nothing, probably because it is just glittery powder with no magical properties whatsoever and is basically bullshit. Because in case it wasn't clear, magic isn't real and neither are miracles. Or, it could just be that Pupa has failed to have a happy thought. Your duty is clear. You will have to make him have happy thoughts.
Oh no!
I don't like.
I don't like where this is
know.
going.
Oh, I know the next panels.
What?
Vriska.
Uh,
Vriska, delete Homestuck.com. I mean, Vriska, make Pupa have happy thoughts.
I really can we
what?
go back? Can we go back to
What?
just fun adventures with John and
Yeah, I
Dave?
know.
You know, going
What
through
is
their
this?
little adventures. Let's go back to that.
Have happy thoughts. Don't. What?
And you
Uh,
thought Equius was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Kanaya, deal with your own crisis. Whew, crisis resolved. It was no doubt harrowing and suspenseful. But in the meantime, you have left your client player in the lurch. Ideally, she has not gotten herself into too much trouble. And ideally, the dramatic irony has not gotten so thick you could draw a dotted line on it with a tube of lipstick and cut it in half with a chainsaw. Kanaya, return to serving client. Yeah, me too, Kanaya. Me too. So that's why she had you make that dress for her. And you just went along with it like a sucker. Ugh, you're such an idiot. I don't even...
Me? Oh, how many lines does Mother Sprite get?
I don't know.
So if it's a lot, I opt out. But if it's just this one time, I can take it.
It appears to be just that one time.
Okay. There, sweetheart.
Kanaya, it's hard. Being a kid and growing up, it's hard and nobody understands. Try to understand. The problem is that when the subject of troll romance is broached, our sparing human intellect is to instantly assume the most ingratiating posture of surrender imaginable. But we will do our best to understand regardless. Humans have only one form of romance, and though we consider it a complicated subject, spanning a wide range of emotions, social conventions, and implications for reproduction, it is ultimately a superficial slice of what trolls consider the full body of romantic experience. Our concept of romance, in spite of its capacity to fill our art and literature and to rule our individual destinies like little else, is still just that, a single, linear concept. A concept usually denoted by a single symbol. Heart. Troll romance is more complicated than that. Troll romance needs 4 symbols. Their understanding of romance is divided into halves, and halved again, producing 4 quadrants. The flushed quadrant, the colliginous quadrant, the pale quadrant, and the ashen quadrant. Each quadrant is grouped by the half they share, whether horizontally or vertically, depending on the overlapping properties one examines. The sharpest dichotomy from an emotional perspective is drawn between red romance and black romance. Red romance, comprised of the flushed and pale quadrants, is a form of romance rooted in strongly positive emotions. Black romance, with its colliginous and ashen quadrants, is rooted in the strongly negative. On the other hand, the vertical bifurcation has to do with the purpose of the relationship, regardless of the emotions behind it. Those quadrants which are concupiscent, the flushed and colliginous, have to do with facilitating the elaborate reproductive cycle of trolls. Those which are conciliatory, the pale and ashen, would be more closely likened to platonic relationships by human standards. There are many parallels between human relationships and the various facets of troll romance. Humans have words to describe relationships of a negative nature or of a platonic nature. The difference is, for humans, those relationships would never be conceptually grouped with romance. Establishing those sort of relationships for humans is not driven by the same primal forces that drive our tendency to couple romantically. But for trolls, those primal forces involve themselves in the full palette of these relationships, red or black, torrid or friendly. Trolls typically feel strongly compelled to find balance in each quadrant, and seek gratifying relationships that each describes. The challenge is particularly torturous for young trolls, who must reconcile the wide range of contradictory emotions associated with this matrix, while understanding the nature of their various romantic urges for the first time. Of course, young humans have this challenge too, but for trolls, the challenge is fourfold. Examine flushed quadrant. When two individuals find themselves in the flushed quadrant together, they are said to be matesprits. Matespritsship is the closest parallel to the human concept of romance trolls have. It plays a role in the troll's reproductive cycle, just as it does for humans. This is pretty obvious. Not much more needs to be said about this. Moving right along. I feel like this panel exists because some people were doubting this, and Huzzy was like, no, fuck you.
Fuck you, these people, they are in love. Deal with it.
Examine colliginous quadrant. When a pair of adversaries delve into this quadrant, they become each other's kismasis. As one of the concupiscent quadrants, it plays a role in procreation as well. There is no particularly good human translation for this concept. The closest would be an especially potent arc rivalry. For example, human players would never be able to adequately diagnose the relationship between the queen and her archagent, but troll players could immediately place it as a dead ringer for kismasicitude. They would think we were all pretty stupid for not getting it, and they would be right. Trolls have a complicated reproductive cycle. Oh god. It's probably best not to examine it in much detail. They need to seek out concupiscent partners. The need to seek out concupiscent partners comes with more urgency than typical reproductive instincts. When the Imperial drone comes knocking, you had better be able to supply genetic material to each of his filial pales. If you have nothing to offer, he will kill you without hesitation. The genetic material, without going into much detail, is a combinative genetic mix from the matesprit and kismasis pairs, respectively. The pails are all offered to the mother grub, who can only receive such pre-combined material. She then combines all of it into one incestuous slurry and begins her brooding. This doesn't mean the initial combination was for naught, however. In the slurry, more dominant genes rise to the fore, while the more recessive find less representation in the brood. Especially strong mate-split and kismasis pairings yield more dominant genetic material. The more powerful the complement or potent the rivalry, the more dominant the genes. Troll reproduction sure is weird. We all take a moment to lament how pedestrian the human reproductive system is, and further lament that the phrase incestuous slurry is not a feature of common parlance in human civilization.
Happened to you, Homestuck? What happened?
Examine Ashen Quadrant. This quadrant involves a particular type of three-way relationship of a black romantic nature. Falling on the conciliatory side, it has no bearing on the reproductive cycle, except for indirect ramifications. When two trolls are locked in a feud or some otherwise contentious relationship, one can intervene and become their auspicious. The auspicious mediates between the two, playing the role of a peacekeeper, preventing the feud from boiling over into a fully colliginous rivalry. Since such lesser feuds are quite common among trolls, there is a significant need for auspicing parties. Without them, too many Ashen feuds would become colliginous and begin to conflict with other exclusive kismasis relationships, leading to a great deal of social complexity and sore feelings, even more so than black romance usually involves. Without auspicism, the result would be widespread black infidelity. The relationships each quadrant describes tend to be malleable, if not volatile, especially on the concubines and half, where more torrid emotions reside. It doesn't take much to flip a switch and transmute black rom feelings to red rom, and vice versa. In many cases, one party will have red feelings while the other has black, but it will often be the case that one party's feelings will swap to match the other's, since there is no quadrant which naturally accommodates such a disparity. But thereafter, it's not uncommon for the two to toggle between red and black in unison now and then. These scenarios naturally result in both red and black infidelities. This sort of relationship volatility is why conciliatory relationships are an important part of troll romance. An auspicious can stabilize particularly turbulent relationships. If the auspicious fails to mediate properly, or has no interest in the role, or perhaps has different romantic intentions him or herself altogether, then the relationship often quickly deteriorates into one of an especially hostile and torrid nature. There are many outside factors and influences tugging and pulling these relationships in different directions, and unlike humans who have very orderly, simple, straightforward romantic relationships without exception, trolls exist in a state of almost perpetual confusion and generally have no idea what the hell is going on. Being confused by troll relationships is one thing we do have in common, though.
Do you mean outside factors? It's all Vriska doing this. Don't pull a man, Tavros. He's got nothing to do with this.
Tavros is just, okay, I'm
He's just
here,
being
out of
bullied.
nowhere, I'm being mind
Kanaya
controlled.
Vriska Tavros was used as an Ashen relationship example a couple pages ago, which I mocked because it wasn't a strong example. This here is much more accurate. Examine Pale Quadrant. This quadrant presides over Moira Allegiance, the other conciliatory relationship. A reasonable human translation would be the concept of a soulmate, but in a more platonic sense, and with a more specific social purpose. Trolls are a very angry and violent race. Some are more hot-tempered and dangerous than others, to the extent that if left to their own devices, they would present a serious threat to society or even to themselves. Such trolls will have an instinctive pale attraction to a more even-tempered troll, who may become their moirail. The moirail is obliged to pacify the other, to function as the better half. The two partners in a strong pale relationship will serve to balance and complement each other's emotional profiles, and thus allow their other relationships to be more successful. It's often ambiguous, especially among young trolls, whether a bond formed between an acquaintance is true Moira allegiance or the usual variety of platonic involvement. Furthermore, romantic intentions of a more flushed nature can often be mistaken for paler leanings, much to the frustration of the suitor. But some pale pairings, as the one above, will be strikingly obvious to all who know them.
This feels like Hussey was doing this to be like, these relationships aren't toxic, they're just completely normal for trolls.
And yet,
And they are.
others will seem to have been hatched for each other. Wait, more troll romance exposition, please! God, you just can't get enough of this, can you? That would have been a great point for a transition out of this illustrated sociological study, but okay, if you insist. Now, see, what's going on here is, it's perfectly simple. When the full matrix of troll romance is in action, we have, hey, why don't you figure it out? You should be an expert on all this by now anyway. Later, our troll hero would try to explain this to our human hero, attempting to convey all the nuance of troll romance through a nearly verbatim recitation of the preceding excerpts. He would try to describe how rich and textured the troll romantic comedies were compared to the one-dimensional schlock of our human cinematic counterparts. He would barely scratch the surface of troll Will Smith's virtuosity with the delicate lattice of troll romance, as he would assist the bumbling fudge-blooded troll Kevin James through the interwoven minefield briar patch of red rom and black rom entanglements, all the while sifting through his own prickly romantic situation and ultimately learning the true meaning of hate and pity. But would they succeed before the Imperial drone came knocking with his thirsty pails at the ready? Yes, they would. But John didn't understand any of this because he's a moron and he wouldn't shut up about his awful bullshit Earth movies. He would just go on and on and on and on about that garbage. But if there is one theme to be hammered through his thick skull, it would be the troll's cultural preoccupation with romantic destiny. Yes, the romantic landscape is rife with false starts and miscues and infidelities, red and black, but every troll believes strongly that each quadrant holds one and only one true pairing for them, and it is just a matter of time before the grid is filled with auspicious matchups through the mysterious channels of troll serendipity. In short, their belief is that for each quadrant there exists a pair or triad of trolls somewhere in the cosmos that were made for each other. Wow, another great transition. You wonder if it will stick this time. You have no choice but to take a stab at the rare and extremely dangerous 2 times transition combo. Attempt 2 times transition combo. Looks like it worked. So who is this guy anyway? Enter name. Your name is Aridin Ampora. Aridin, do something awesome. Wait for it. Wait. Thar she blows. Okay, that guy is pretty much squared away. What about her? Enter name. Your name is Pfeffery Pikesies. Pfeffery, do something adorable.
So adorable.
Pfeffery, go home. That should keep her quiet for a while, at least until she dies. Aridin, go home. That should keep her happy for a while, and make a freshly orphaned troll somewhere pretty sad. Aridin, examine block. You conveniently returned your respite block so that we may study your variety of interests. This was very considerate of you. Flowing through your veins is nearly the richest blood the hemospectrum has to offer, penultimate on the scale. As such, you are a sea dweller, a subrace of troll distinct from the commoners by mutation and habitat, a caste which rules over the entire species. But ruling, in your view, is not enough. You have an overpowering genocide complex, and have made it your sworn duty to kill all land dwellers. You have amassed resources and deadly weaponry from around the world for this ambition through many sweeps of extreme role-playing, while pursuing a working doomsday device which will bring Armageddon to all those on the surface. Haven't had much luck with that, but maybe tonight's your night. You hold a fascination for military history and legendary conquerors. You have dubiously modeled your profile and exploits after the most notorious figures and their stories, which are bristling with the glory of victory and the sting of defeat and political machinations and romantic intrigue. It is an image you are careful to craft through exaggerated emotional theatrics, and your penchant for mass murder notwithstanding, people tend to regard you as a bit of a tool. You also like magic, even though you know it to be fake, like a made-up friend the way wizards are, made-up make-believe fakey fake fakes. It's still fun though. Your troll tag is Caligula's Aquarium, and you speak with a very weird and sort of wavy-sounded accent. You hold off on doing anything for the moment on account of courtesy to fellow royalty. Pfeffery, examine block. On the subject of courtesy, you have also returned to your block so we can get a better look at you. Again, quite considerate. Royalty sure is civilized. You are also a sea dweller. You have the most noble blood possible, the only of your kind known to possess it, and the only to share it with... I'm not trying to pronounce that.
It's Glub Glub.
Oh, is it? Oh my god, it is.
Yeah.
A deep sea monster, also known as the Rift's carbuncle emissary to the horror terrors, or, in more hushed tones, speaker of the vast glub. This makes you the heir apparent for Alternian rulership, which ordinarily would place you in considerable jeopardy. Her imperious condescension would steer the flagship from the fleet and make an attempt on your life herself, if not for the protection of your monstrous Lucis. And if not for warned of your race's extinction by the whispers of that Lucis, you would have big plans for the throne. All the plans. All of them. You would redefine what it means to be cold in troll society. Under your rule, it would mean caring for the unfit and infirm rather than exterminating them. And you have put this idea into practice by culling the fauna of the deep. You tend to wild and beautiful aquatic hoofbeasts, grooming and feeding them daily. You capture and cage cuttlefish by the thousands for their own good, and also because they are funny and colorful and you love them. They often swim through the bars of their cages, but that is fine. You run your whole palace as a sort of wildlife adoption facility, even if the wildlife's need for care is dubious at best, and the practice really just amounts to an elaborate role-playing scenario. It's still fun, though. You would also look forward to using your reign to unite the two races. You were told you would do this one day by your Lucis, even if it does contradict her message of extinction. Oh well, you suppose not all prophecies can come true. Your troll tag is Cuttlefish color, and you have a hard time getting You have a hard time not getting really excited about practically everything. What will you both do? Aridin and Pfeffery, do something ridiculous. Yes! Fuck yes! Hell fucking yes! Aridin, bother Pfeffery. Have fun.
Oh, it goes on for so long.
So I'll be right back.
Yeah, we
You're
can
gonna
just-
miss
we can just-
important dialogue.
You just read this, it's probably fine.
Beth, hey. Glub. Glub glub. Yeah. What is it? What? I'm wondering if you could, forego the exaggerated emotional theatrics for once and actually tell me what's on your mind. Nothing's on my mind. Why can't I just fucking talk and glub at you for a reason I don't have? Well, fine, but you don't want to hear it. Yes, I do. We're supposed to talk to each other. That is what Moiras are for. Whatever. Glub. Glub, glub, glub. Sigh. Will you take the clip off your nub and tell me what's the matter? Yeah. Yeah. Well, okay. Since we were the palest of pals a guy could ever ask for, I will tell you, even though you will only humor me, as usual, since you don't agree with my agenda. Any of my agendas, really. None of the agendas. None of them. Are you fretting over another one of these dumb contraptions? See, more condescension. You are going to make a hell of an empress. No, I'm not. But that is besides the point. None of the plots to kill the land dwellers ever work, and every doomsday device you get your hands on turns out to be a piece of junk. So I've got to keep trying, and that's how all the great military masterminds become great through upright perseverance. I think deep down you stack these plots against you so you fail because you know it's wrong. It isn't wrong. I'm not going to explain it to you again. At this point, all you need to know is it's important to me. I'm going to do it for us. I mean, our kind. Nobody understands, not even you. This is the last time I'll say it. I'll say this. We are not better than anyone or anybody. Glub. Psh. Hemospectrum begs to differ. If you're sickened by them, as you say, why do you spend so much time on land? You can't have the sort of affinity for our kind that you profess if you've only spent a few days underwater, maybe, in your whole life. Well, whatever. I have to keep an eye on them up here. It's all about tactics. What about your friends? Do you ever think about them? If they're beneath you, then they have to die too. And I know you like talking to some of them. You say you hate them, but I think you are pretending. History's full of cases where conquests consort with members of the enemy in a mannerly way before wiping them out. Even going as far as growing fond of some. It's only civilized. I have a fishy feeling that this is stupid doomsday machine thing is just another excuse to consort with someone in particular. All your feelings are fishy. Glub, 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 glub. Don't you glub in that tone of glub with me, mister? I'll glub in whatever dumbass bubbly sounding fish noise I want to glub. Oh shit, you are angling for so much trouble now. Okay, let's just not get into this whole fucking fish pun thing again, okay? Like, we get it, we are nautically themed. Hee hee, okay. But, yeah, I don't know. don't know why she ignores me. I guess she's just bored with me. We had it all set up for her to give me this thing tonight, but that probably doesn't even work. But yeah, maybe that wasn't the point. I mean, you think we have a pretty good rivalry going, right? It was pretty fucking bitter and contentious for a while there. It was a good chemistry. I don't know what happened. I guess. I wouldn't really know. Sometimes people just drift away, I think, or just aren't into the quadrant as the other wants to be. So you really think your feelings for her run that dark? It doesn't matter. Like I said, she's bored shitless. I think I'm not as good an adversary as I thought. That is so ridiculous. Any girl would be lucky to have a Christmas as diabolical as you, especially that one. Who knows what her problem is? She has issues. Well, thanks for saying so. You know, I'm not sure why we ever talk about romantic aspirations. Or why we never talk about romantic aspirations. We should more often. It's kind of exciting. Shrug. Probably because you fill your gossip quota with your nubby-horned bro. You leave nothing left to talk about with your dear sweet Morel. We're supposed to help each other with that stuff too, remember? Maybe. Seems kind of odd, though. Your stupid fishy face is what's odd. Have you ever thought about that? Fine. Well, those are stupid feelings. Those are my stupid feelings. What about yours? Seems to me like you get along well with everybody in the harboring. With everybody to be harboring any black sentiments. Yeah, I can't think of anybody I feel that way about. Maybe I'm just not old enough to have those feelings yet. We're still pretty young, you know? Yeah. So, okay. Those are your black leanings. What about red, Eridan? Oh god. Is there a lucky lady or waxing scarlet for? Or lucky fellow? Tell me. Don't pretend you're all embarrassed suddenly. Okay, Beth. This is none of your damn business. I gotta go. I'll be back when it's time to play.